Hello, everybody. Okay, we're just gonna jump right in because we had a little bit of a headache, and we have been called by the police to be questioned in regards to the the docket postings, the impeachment, and such, which is um gonna be interesting. Don't know exactly what they want to ask about, and by they I mean Wes mainly, because he's the one who reached out to Saini about it, and okay, we gotta figure out like um uh 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 we have too many. Oh my god, what are we gonna get rid of? Um. We never wear this, so let's go. And for our, I think we're gonna go with this. Okay, let's go. Right. Yeah, Wes called us and said we want to talk, or he wants to talk about the the case, or the docket cases, and apparently he's already been shot at uh because of this, and so he's not allowed to drive on his own or be on his own. But yeah, we're headed down there now. We were supposed to be there a little earlier already, but my god, we had our game crashed, so we're a little late, but we shall see. This should be interesting. Don't know what we can provide, but we'll, you know, the chat will be interesting nonetheless. Okay. Let's see.
Hey, Saini.
Hi, I am at MRPD now. Sorry for the delay. I had a major headache.
No worries. I will come out to the lobby in just
Hell
one
yeah.
second.
All right, no worries. See you soon. Okay. Yeah, so we'll see what they want to know, what he wants to ask about. Like, we have had some interactions with Princess, but not too many. So we did do work for her. Which was okay, I guess. Oh, there we have Opal. Gotta.
Hey,
Hello.
Saini. Good
Hi.
morning. We're
Good
just gonna
morning,
go
good
this
morning.
way.
All right, let's go that way. Thank you.
All right, let me get my vest and shit off. I'm gonna take my mask off just so you know. I had a little bit of plastic surgery because
Oh,
no masks fit, and I'm kind of a target. The doctor
yeah.
did way too much liposuction on my cheeks, so I got to go back
Uh-oh.
and have it fixed. So I'm gonna look a little weird. Okay.
All right. Okay.
I just haven't had the time to go
Oh.
back.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so essentially I just have a couple questions.
Mm-hmm.
Um the first one is, were you involved in any of like the planning and stuff of Edgar's wedding?
Uh, no. Well, that's not true. I was the maid of honor. But that did not actually mean much.
Okay.
I went to the location a couple of times beforehand, but I was very hands off. I
Okay.
wasn't really included.
What was the date of that wedding?
Ooh, what was it? It was. Mm-mm-mm. Let's see. I need to go back and look.
No worries at all.
Oh, one sec. I wonder
And
where
just
the
to like triple verify for
Uh-huh.
you, like you're not being investigated or looked into. Your
Mm-hmm.
name has just simply come up,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm trying to verify if a certain text message that indicates someone may be in danger refers to you,
Yeah.
so that if it is, we can let you know and offer to assist with that.
Yeah. No, that's all good. So, I see here that it was 23 days ago based on my texts. What would that day have been? Um, uh, hmm. Let's see.
Was it May 28th?
Let me check. Let me just open my calendar. May 28th. I think yeah, because it was a Wednesday. If I'm not mistaken.
Okay. On May 28th, were
Mm-hmm.
you talking to in your head, what time is it right now? How about that? Let's start there.
Uh, it is almost 6:30 p.m.
Oh, okay. So you are UTC in your head?
Uh, I am well close to, I guess.
Okay, fair enough. But you're familiar with UTC time, so if I use that, it's not gonna fuck you up.
Yeah. I should be good. I'm kind of three hours
Were
ahead, I
you
think.
talking to Princess Elena like around 2050 or 8:52ish p.m. right around there on May 28th in UTC time?
Uh, so that if that was the day of the wedding, like on the phone,
Yeah, on the phone or via text.
I would have to double check if I texted her. I don't remember if we had any phone calls on that day. I don't think we had any phone calls. I don't remember any phone calls on the day of the wedding, but I did call her a bunch a couple of days earlier. That I do remember because that was something else. But let me see. Let me see if I can find her in my texts. Yeah, no, I didn't text her. Yeah, I texted her 25 days ago. So that would have been, yeah, 2 days before the wedding. Do not recall any conversations
Actually,
with her.
so I see something different, and I don't think
Mm-hmm.
you're lying to me.
Mm-hmm.
I just to be clear.
Yeah.
So I just went and double checked too, since you
Mm-hmm.
know off the top of your head. So you did text her a couple once around then you were on a phone call at like 8:36 p.m. UTC. Um do you, obviously you don't really recall those. Do you think
No.
there was anything crazy that happened between you two?
No, not so. It's interesting because I have my texts open with like that I've texted her, and the last time I texted her was 25 days ago. Um, and it was
Which would be
about
May 28th.
which would be right, but 23 days ago is when the wedding was.
So the wedding was the 27th? Or
No,
no, not the
no,
27th, the
no. I think the
31st.
Hold on, let's double check.
Yeah.
Um, I think that's probably right. I should have a wedding invite somewhere, but my God.
Yeah, I honestly, like, I knew about the wedding, but I don't really pay
Mm-hmm.
attention to people's fucking wedding days
Yeah, let me see if
unless
I
I
can.
know them.
Yeah. Oh, and you know what? You know what's gonna be funny? The wedding invite. I mean, I know I have like a copy in my texts of it, but the issue is all the pictures are kind of borked.
Yeah,
that's
it's a lot
great.
of fun with an investigation going
I
on, to be
bet.
honest.
I bet. Yeah. But okay, 23 days ago, like that's when the wedding was.
Okay, so let me
Yeah.
just
Yeah, let's
let
double check
me
that.
look that date up
Yeah.
real quick.
Yeah, math. Or yeah.
That would have been
23.
Friday, May 30th.
Yeah, so I think it's yeah, 24 and 23 days ago. What the hell? That's
So
odd.
23 days ago would have been Friday, May
Yeah.
30th, so that's probably the date of the wedding.
All right.
25 days ago is the
Yes.
damn time out. So 2
Yes.
days before the
2
wedding.
days before. Okay, yeah, I can tell you exactly what it was about because I know. Um
Okay.
so Princess Elena was also she was one of the bridesmaids for EJ, and I had organized a bachelorette party.
Oh, you know
And
what? I think I remember you
mhm,
seeing that, which made me think this might have been the day of the wedding. Okay, yep.
yeah. So that's when 25 days ago is when the bachelorette party was happening, and I tried to just wrangle everybody together, and I talked to her on the phone about the fact that a couple of the bridesmaids were not around yet, and I'm gonna wait, and whatever I've what we're planning to do, so on and so forth, and that I was to call her back later to let her know when we're good to go. And then I texted her a bunch um when I think I tried to call her as well later when it was time to go, but she didn't respond. So I texted her, she didn't respond, and then I just went ahead and, you know, started the party without her. Um that is basically it. Hey, hey, hey. Suze.
Is this kind of the first time Princess has ever like cut off contact with you and just not responded?
Uh
Because it kind of looks like that from.
I mean, sure, yes. It kind of looks like that. Um but we are not I would say like we're friendly. I
Your
don't really.
acquaintances, not
Yeah,
friends.
exactly. I wouldn't have like before this, I wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been
Interacting with her.
no, not really. Like I've done some stuff in a professional capacity, but
Yep.
that's about it.
We both did. Yep.
Heck you. Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
Okay. What about Benicio Delgado? Do you have
Mhm.
any issues with him? Has there been any like friction
No. No, I
eh,
mean,
or anyone from Tripas or Edgar?
um not direct. Well, no. No friction. I feel like I've been pretty friendly with them as well. I don't really interact with them since the wedding.
Do you think you have done anything that would have upset them?
Upset them, but um,
Like,
n-
I'm not, again, I don't need
mhm,
details. I'm not trying to dig into your personal shit in any
yeah,
way or your jobs, but I'm trying to figure out if you are potentially in danger.
mhm. So so I think the thing that I've uh done that might have upset them, I wouldn't even say upset them. Um, I I have basically broken off contact with EJ, Edgar's wife. Well, not quite, but we used to be very good friends, but after the wedding, we had a bit of a falling out, which was kind of related to Tripas, in a way. But since then, I haven't really been in contact with any of them.
I was just about to 311 for you, Opal. Okay, give me 1 second,
Mm-hmm.
Saini. Let
Yep.
me talk with Opal for a brief second.
All right.
You're not in any trouble. You're not under arrest or anything like that. Just to clarify, because some people
Mm-hmm.
think that us asking you to come down and answer questions and
Yeah.
not, putting you in cuffs or doing any of that stuff somehow means they're under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to be super clear. you
Gotcha.
you can leave if you want, but if you can wait a few minutes for me to talk with Opal, I would appreciate it.
For sure. Yeah. No worries.
Opal, come with me,
All right.
please. Yep. See you in a bit.
This is very interesting. Saini did it. Yeah, because yeah. Are we under arrest? So there we go. There's the response to that. No, we're not under arrest. We are being questioned because there is a docket posting. And the mayor of the North, so the mayor of Blaine County, is being they push for impeachment and for some pretty crazy charges as well, like terrorism and stuff like that. And Saini, what they're kind of poking at here is what has happened between Saini and Elena, and how Elena being the mayor, and why she kind of just abruptly stopped texting or stopped responding to Saini. Let me see. Where's the damn? It is. Let's take a look. It is here. Okay. Hey, we're trying to kick off the bachelorette party today. Once EJ and everyone else is around after Rome, let me know when you're around. Then I think we had a phone call. Hi, just waiting for EJ and the rest to be around. We'll let you know when we kick things off. And then it's time, and then can't wait any longer, and didn't hear from her. So it was a little bit of a bummer because we wanted her to be a part of it, but nope. And Princess is dating Benny from Tripas, and Tripas is the group that Saini was kind of spying on New Epsilon for. Very poorly. And the fact that, or whatever, the thing that Saini did, which was the spying, came out to the New Epsilon people and EJ, and they had like Saini and EJ had a falling out over it. Saini kind of just said, screw this, I'm out. And now Wes is kind of hinting at the possibility that Saini might be in danger. But that, like, yeah, Saini is very, very much concerned for her own well-being, but she does not, like, in the same sense, or, like, she wasn't really super concerned for Junior, like, just a little bit, because Junior also talked to the police and talked, and he's even on the witness list, on the docket, so it's very public that he talked, and he freaked out yesterday enough to ask Saini to get him someone's ID, which she did, but he actually didn't want it anymore. Oh god, did we clock out, by the way? Uh-oh. 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 We did not. Shit, poop. Okay. I think we might be minus maybe 30 minutes. Naughty. Yeah. But yeah, he was freaking out a whole lot because he thought, like, okay, the Tripas guys will come after him. But then he kind of pulled himself back together and was fine. But yeah, so Saini was thinking, okay, he's probably not on their, like, high up on their priority list. Did you see the stuff with the shop now? I went there. So we got a text from Angela. You need to help me decipher this because I don't. So, hey, Saini, I'm working taco at the moment and just noticed that the steaks, when you cook them, stay roughly the same temperature. Similar to raw churros being cooked. I need to make sure y'all knew. I went there. I cooked some steaks and I did not understand. I'm being a dum-dum. Please elaborate. Like the quality. Oh. Fuck. Now I understand. It seems very complicated. Yeah. Okay, so what it means is like the churros once like the you can't make raw steaks better by cooking them anymore. That does make sense, but that also means no buying 300 steaks. Well, actually, it doesn't really matter too much. Because once you put them in the tacos, I gotta experiment. We gotta experiment a little bit. Cups stacked now after being filled with water. That has been the case before as well. However, wait, it's just been when you filled them, but once you unstack them, you couldn't put them back together. Is that right? I don't remember anymore. Huh. Uh, I'm loving the fact that the food stalls are getting so much love from the devs, but I can't keep up now. There's so much happening. But it's good. Okay, we're just gonna sit down. Okay. Oh,
All right,
all
Saini.
right.
So
Mm-hmm.
here's the situation.
All right.
I think it's likely
Good night, Suze.
that potentially someone is targeting you. I do think you are potentially in danger. I don't have it written anywhere specifically that you're the target.
Mm-hmm.
However, the timelines we just talked about match up exactly with the threat. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Okay. So the reason I wanted to clarify that is you need to be careful. Like, don't go meet with people associated with this group, with Princess, with anybody by yourself,
All right.
please. I think it would be a good idea for you if you're going out to meetings or anything that just isn't normal shit that you have somebody with you.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I bluntly, there just isn't enough to, there isn't enough confirmation it's you for me to really do anything. Does that make sense?
Right. Yes. Yeah, I understand. Um.
Um, but if I had to bet money right now, like somebody had a gun to my head and said you get one guess at the target, you would be the name I would give.
Okay. Well, that is interesting. Um, is there? I wonder if I can help you in any way to verify this.
I mean,
Um.
it's always up to you if you want to explain kind of what caused the falling out and any relationship or interactions you've had with, Tripas or the League of Evil or anything like that. Like, I'm more than willing to listen.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and maybe that could clarify it, but my first priority was just finding out, like, are you potentially in danger?
Yeah.
Because if that's the case, we need to let you know.
For sure. Yeah, I understand that. So, hmm. I think this is embarrassing more than anything else. It's like, but I'm okay. Let me just say what it is. And I don't like. I'm a little bit confused because I don't think all the conversations that I have with the tree boss guys, they've always been very cordial. But things can change. I haven't really been in contact with them at all, for since the wedding, I guess. some of them I see from time to time at the food court, and we're friendly. But that's it. So the reason why I had a falling out with EJ, who's the wife of Edgar, is because I I like a person from Tripas who's I don't think is might be dead or isn't around anymore too much. He asked me to do him a favor. He basically asked me to spy on New Epsilon for him or for them, I guess. Well, at that point it was for him. I didn't really know he was part of a group or anything.
Hmm.
And I had some personal interests in New Epsilon at that time because my friend EJ wanted to become a member. So
Mm-hmm.
I kind of agreed to see what I could find out, but it didn't really ever amount to much because well, multiple reasons. If they have things to hide, they keep it close to the chest, and someone like me will never get in. Like even if I got pretty close with them, they will never spill anything. So I basically gave them a map of an unfinished New Epsilon Center, and that's kind of it. Like talked a little bit about the structure that I knew was in the organization and so on. And the whole thing died down, but I kind of suspected that because Edgar knew, and most of the Tripas guys I think knew because they saw me talking to one of their members about this. And so I kind of assumed that at some point the information would get out, but I didn't really think it was on the top of anyone's priority list, so I'd kind of let it go. But after the wedding, I got confronted by some of the New Epsilon people and also separately by EJ about this. And my conversation with New Epsilon folk went well, but not with EJ, and I kind of just dropped it there and said, I'm done. Okay, I can't, like, we had other issues as well, but the conversation at hand was about that mainly.
Okay, who you and EJ had other issues?
Yes.
If you don't mind, again, you don't have to tell us,
Mm-hmm.
but what are those issues? Like,
I would say those issues are mainly just I felt like she was not a good friend, and I didn't want to invest more time in her. She treated people around her poorly, and I was kind of often left to clean up her messes. So it was
okay,
very
did
kind of interpersonal stuff, like
yeah.
nothing like crazy that happened. Um, I mean, I didn't. I also stopped trusting her judgment when there was this incident with at the Humane Labs like a month back or something where she got kidnapped. She got taken there, and there were like a bunch of us who got um, taken out, thrown in the ocean, and because of her poor decisions. So things like that kind of led to me not wanting to be a part of it anymore.
Okay, did any of this come up between the two of you before the wedding?
No, no, not before the wedding. I
Okay.
I very very specifically didn't want to talk to her about it during the wedding, because I felt like there was enough on her to like it was just stressful
You were trying to
enough.
be a good friend, right?
Yeah, yeah. We can talk after.
Um have you so I guess my next question would be then, like, prior to the wedding, have you ever been in like tree pass affiliated buildings? Have you
Mm-hmm.
been somewhat or made aware of like anything any of those people have done that maybe would get them in trouble? And
Uh.
like, you don't have to give specifics. Again, I'm
Mm-hmm.
not trying to dig into that. It's just like, is there something before the wedding, even if it's 2 days before the wedding, that
Mm-hmm.
would have cause them to view you as a concern, a risk, a threat?
Um, no, I don't think so. So yes, I've been in one of their buildings, but it's like a bar, you know? It's I think
Mhm.
they take people there. It's like a meeting space. Nothing secretive about it, I guess.
Okay.
Um, and the only thing I can think of, let me think. Shit. How are we gonna go about this? This is very interesting. Um, this is very hard to say anything without going into specifics, but there's I mean, I have some information that I'm not supposed to have, but I don't know how like delicate it is. I got told something by EJ before the wedding. Um, but it's not specifically about the group, like Tripas. It's like something a little bit more personal, that I don't quite understand the gravity of. But that's the only thing. Like if she told, let's say Edgar that okay, Saini knows about this thing, then maybe. But I don't know. Like
Okay.
it's
I
I'm sorry,
do have to.
very vague.
No, I get it. I do have to ask kind of the obvious questions of
Mhm.
what do you do for the Ellis County Mayor's office?
Um well, I go to the PD meetings, I go to cabinet meetings, I do like work on paperwork when needed. Um but it hasn't been super work intensive. You know, it hasn't been a lot. So that's kind of on a day-to-day basis, you know, the meeting stuff and then picking up any task that needs to be handled basically. Oftentimes it's paperwork related.
Have you been a part of any kind of task that has to do with like Edgar, Benicio, Tripas, Princess
No.
Elena, EJ?
No, no, not at all. The only thing that has like even, you know, been tangentially related to Princess has been the DOJ meetings that the cabinets have, like both, you know, Ellis County and Plain County have together with the
And
DOJ.
Sama and all of that,
Yeah,
yeah.
exactly. But that's the only thing. Like nothing else.
Okay. And do you are you like familiar with well obviously you're familiar, but do you work with like Junior Huntley a lot? Have you
Mm-hmm.
helped him with his whole island thing he's trying to do?
Yep. I'm very close to Junior. Yeah, been for a
Okay.
long time.
So would you classify yourself as a friend of Junior Huntley's?
Yeah. He's kind of the first
Okay.
person in town who gave me a shot.
Fair enough, fair
Yeah.
enough. Interesting. Yeah, unfortunately nothing said here would literally remove you from a potential target.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, it only kind of supports it, but not to a level where I can like say
Yeah.
100% it's you still, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Um I definitely think you should be careful.
Mm-hmm.
If anything suspicious happens or anything like that, please contact us.
Yeah.
Um but please be careful. You know, try not to be alone too much. I would advise you not to be around any Tree Pass members
Mm-hmm.
or members of the League of Evil or anything to do really with like them or Elena
Mm-hmm.
right now.
All right. Well, that sounds fair enough. I will do my best. I think I don't know. Um. Shit. Yeah, the League of Evil is something that I don't really know much about. Outside of what I read from the docket, so I don't
Okay.
really know who's affiliated or who's not. So I don't know who to look out for. But Tree Paws I know a little bit better.
Tree
And
Pass, I think, would be your main main
Yeah.
concern right now.
Yeah. So one of the people who I have a big question mark on, and I don't know if you can or you can't. You probably can't like confirm anything, but Ursula seems to be very close to them. I don't know if that's
I would
the
avoid
case.
Ursula.
Oh right. Well, she's an employee at the taco stand.
I
Where's
would
my?
probably my advice to you would you're a business owner, you can make your own
Mm-hmm.
decisions. You know, everybody has backgrounds in the city.
Mm-hmm.
Some good, some not so good, some bad. What I can tell you is that Ursula is probably not somebody you want involved in your business of any kind.
Mm-hmm. Yep. 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 Yeah. I
I
don't disagree.
also, though, don't know if you want to fire her
I
with
don't
everything
necessarily want
going
to.
on.
Yeah.
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 So I
She's also
just,
yeah, she's a person who's been hired before my time at the stand, so I don't really touch that unless I have
yeah.
to. But
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough.
but it's just good for me to know. Like I don't usually hang out there when she's working anyway, so it's pretty easy to avoid.
All right. Opal,
Okay.
anything you would like to add?
Um, if you think there's something odd going on,
Mhm.
you know, someone's following you, someone's anything, please don't hesitate to call us. Whether that's 911 or calling us personally.
All right.
Um, please don't hesitate.
All right. 100%. Gotcha.
That's really what I had. Like I said, I needed to confirm if it was potentially you because if it is, I
Mhm.
want to make sure you're aware and can take actions to limit any kind of danger to yourself.
All right. Well, thank you for that. Can I actually one more question? Is there is it based on your information? Shit, you probably can't say. Well,
Just
I'll
ask the
ask
question.
anyway.
I'll let you know if I can.
Um,
Don't worry about
do
that.
you do you know if the person who is being targeted is like is it a female?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, then that kind of narrows it down, I guess. Quite a lot. Interesting.
Here's what I can tell you. I know
Hmm.
it's a female. I know that this came up May 28th.
Hmm.
I know it came up and coincides with when Princess Elena suddenly cut off contact with you.
That is so interesting.
Like I said, if I honestly, Saini, if somebody put a gun to my head and said, "Tell us who the target is,"
Yeah.
you would be the name I would give. I can
Yeah.
still be wrong, right? Like it's not spelled out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't have the smoking gun and note that says we're gonna kill Saini.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Um, but the coincidence is strong enough where if I had a singular piece of evidence that was set in stone like that, I would be arresting people right now.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. No, I understand. I understand. Very interesting.
So that's why you absolutely need to be careful. I
Yes.
do think it's very credible. Um I think it's extremely credible.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, thank you for alerting me to this because, yeah, I would have had no idea.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Any other questions we can clear up for you?
Um,
And like I said, you can ask whatever. I may
mm-hmm.
say I can't tell you that, but feel free to
Yeah,
ask whatever you want.
yeah. No, I don't think I have any at this time.
Okay. Um my only question for you is my last question is we may, if things become more credible, we may want to talk to Nino as you are a member of his cabinet
Mm-hmm.
and a government official. Would you have any objections to that if we decide that is the proper route to go?
No, not at all.
Okay. I don't want to, like do that and then have you go, "Hey, what the fuck?"
Yeah. Yeah, no, yeah. Yeah, no, I don't have an issue with that at all.
All right. I appreciate it. Stay
All
in
right.
touch.
Thank you. All right.
Yeah, no worries, Saini. Be safe.
Yeah, I'll do my best, and you do the same.
Doors unlocked.
All right, thank you. Bye. Very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. Hi, Brittany, and oh my God, Zveleriox. Thanks for the follow. That was 9 minutes ago, but yeah, here we are. Why would they come after Saini? Did they say there was a threat? So yeah, this is very odd, and this is very interesting. We're playing into it for sure. Oh, good shit. Did I do it? Did I do it? Oh my God. Hell yeah. For once I can read and pronounce. Okay, let's go somewhere. Shit. I need to figure out why we're stuttering so much as well. And then we can talk about this whole thing. Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Okay, our go-to spot is... Let's get away from the city. And... Fifth streamer to pronounce it right on the first try. Oh my God. You have like a top list or like a... I feel so... Oh my God, accomplished now. Out of 100 plus. Hell yeah. There we go. That's pretty cool. I feel pretty good about myself now. At least there's something I can do. I mean, I rarely know how to read. I butcher people's nicknames all the time because my brain just doesn't understand letters, but this time it did. Oh my God, like this stuttering is crazy. Yeah, I can see that. Okay, let me just go up to Vinewood for a little just hanging out somewhere here to talk. Because Root Brittany, your question is so valid and so good. Like, why would they come after Saini? And did they say there was a threat? So we gotta unpack that a little bit. We gotta unpack that a little bit because it is kind of confusing, but very interesting. And I love the fact that this is something that's oh my God, something that has been if it is like a misunderstanding or you know, just like he was saying, good old Wes, like he was saying, it might be like he might not be right in his assumption, but and that it is an assumption, or like if he had to bet money on it, he would say Saini is the target, but like that's about it. That's about it. Okay. The stuttering is annoying, but what can you do? Okay, dog park it is. Alright. Some asked me if it's German, but I just came up with it when I was 7 years old, and the name of my rescue guild in Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Blue 2 decades ago. That's funny. Okay. Alright, so. Time to unpack. One second. Let's see. I have my... Okay. Target for what? You missed it again. No, we didn't actually get to it. So, so the reason why Wes was talking to Saini here is because he has investigated Princess Elena, her mishandling of Blaine County money, and stuff like that. And the connection to Saini came from... He was basically asking, so when was Edgar's and EJ's wedding? And they were kind of looking at texts, and she was kind of trying to figure out what the day was, because, I mean, I don't remember. And when they did that, hey, Marco, hi. So they figured out when it was, and he asked, did something happen like 25 days ago between you and Princess Elena? We're like, no, nothing. However, there were some texts. Let's take a look. I'm gonna show this to you because I already showed it on stream a couple of times, but let's show it again. Where did it go? Here we go. So these are the texts. Let me see. Let's make it a little bigger. So 25 days ago, Saini texts Princess Elena, hey, we will try to kick off the bachelorette party today once EJ and everyone else is around after storm. Let me know when you're around. So 25 days ago is when Saini was, had set up the bachelorette party for EJ. It was 2 days before the wedding. And she had a talk on the phone with Elena about the bachelorette party, what the plan was, like nothing, like everything very inconspicuous, everything super normal, like just about the party. And then, like a couple hours later, hi, just waiting for EJ and the rest to be around. We'll let you know when we will kick things off. And after that, Saini tries to call Elena a bunch of times. She doesn't pick up. And, I don't know. It seemed kind of weird. But, again, like, things can happen. She might have had an emergency. She's the mayor after all. Whatever. The fact that she didn't respond was weird. But Saini had too much on her mind to actually think about it, like, read into it too hard. So then she just texted, it is time, and waited for some time. I don't know, like, the timestamp doesn't really show here. It says, can't wait any longer. And then we just went ahead and had the party without Princess Elena. So Princess Elena was invited because she was one of the bridesmaids. Seemed like, and this is from Saini's perspective, Princess Elena was picked to be a bridesmaid for a very specific reason. Or not for a very specific reason. For the reason that EJ didn't really have any female friends outside of Saini. So people who were bridesmaids were Saini, Ethan's mom, Ro, Catherine. Both of them hate her. Like, they don't really like her at all. And then there was Princess Elena, who probably got picked as a bridesmaid because she's dating Benny from Tripas, who is Edgar's, I don't know, close relative maybe, but a close associate. But yeah, so this is kind of what Wes was asking about. Like, do you know, like, is there a reason why she would cut off communications with you? We're like, no idea. We don't really speak to Elena, so it's not like we didn't lose anything. Like, we're not friends. We're acquaintances. That's it. And then he went on asking about, like, Saini's potential affiliation with Tripas, which is the gang that Edgar is in, or leads, I guess. Seems like Wes is stirring. Is that even a lead to investigate? Well, I mean, that is just something that he was reading between the lines, and he obviously can't tell more than he can't tell all the details, but he knows that there is someone. So this is what we gathered at the end. There is someone, a female someone, who is a target for Tripas, I guess. And based on what he's seen, like, Saini seems to be like the the most obvious candidate, based on just based on the data. And like he said, he could be completely wrong. It might not be true. And from my perspective, it is more likely than not that Saini is very much off the radar for everybody. But I mean, it would be a fun surprise if that's not the case. But it is like I thought this is kind of a storyline that just it kind of ended and that's it. But it's fun that it's kind of resurfacing in this way, because it doesn't really matter if it's stirring or not, or it doesn't really matter if Saini is a target or not. It creates interesting roleplay, because now this will kind of bleed out, not just to Saini, who is, by the way, doing the one thing that Wes said, don't be alone. She's doing just that right now. Which is a good thing. But so yeah, it just creates good RP, stir or not. So I wouldn't be too focused on it, because like in RP we wanna take things as they're presented to us. Of course, Saini is taking it with a grain of salt as well, because she didn't even think Junior was a target, like of any significance really. But he might be, and you know, there's a lot of sprawling stuff that can, like the fact that Saini and Junior are so close. Yeah, I don't know. But what I will say is I love it. It's very interesting. It makes sense for Saini to lean into the storyline. Yes. Yeah, 100%. Because it will for sure make things interesting for people around her. And so the thing that Saini did not say, the thing that Saini has not told anyone, well, that's a lie. She has. He seems to be grasping at straws. Investigations are always going to be a little bit like that. You know? You only have a certain amount of information, and for him it's a lot of text logs and financial financial data. So if he's just looking at the data, like in the text logs, it paints a certain type of picture. And that's what makes RP super interesting. You can make conclusions that can be completely wrong, but I mean, that's why he investigates. That's why he's investigating. And what he's also very, very well doing very well is now spreading the RP, kind of making it go, kind of just move outwards. Hi, Cookie Swirl. I love your nickname. People don't tend to leave a lot of breadcrumbs for cops, so they do have to grasp to some extent. Yes, that's exactly right. And if you need to be 100% sure about, like, you can't. So that's kind of a tricky thing in RP. Some people have a tendency to want to be right, but it's usually more interesting when you're not right, and when you're grasping at straws, and when you're kind of creating scenarios for other people, you know? Because it's like a snowball effect. Like, things, you put something in motion, and then it will hopefully spiral out and just create a whole lot of RP for everybody involved. And the best role players are really, really good at doing that. Like, just poking and prodding a little bit and saying enough and doing enough to kind of create interesting scenarios for other people. And cops, no different. They have a lot of power, and especially when they're doing investigations, to kind of do stuff like that. So yeah, the thing that Saini was dancing around and not actually spelling out, the information that she, well, it is, she has told some people. She has told Raul. She didn't actually spell it out, but or she didn't say it, but she kind of spelled it out for him. And she told Tad, because Tad is so far removed from that group that it doesn't really matter. The information about, and this is very confusing, so let me let me explain this after I say it. It is the fact that the whole wedding was kind of a setup or a sham. The fact that EJ and Edgar got married, it was very much for some reason that Saini doesn't understand, but that she knows was a like they weren't in love. There was just some sort of need that was fulfilled, and EJ kind of, yeah, became a piece of a puzzle that Saini doesn't know, like, what is it? Like, why? And EJ told Saini, and had her swear that she wouldn't tell anyone, and she said the only other person she's told was Ethan, and she said, don't even talk to Ethan about it because I don't want anything to get out. I love you. Yeah, I mean, things have, for sure, chica, evolved since then. It very much seems like during the argument, that the final argument that Saini had with EJ was, it was very much kind of sounded like, okay, you know, they found love or something, like they found a connection that maybe wasn't there. It probably evolved since I don't know, like I haven't been watching. I don't know anything about that, but that was kind of a, like, maybe there were some feelings that evolved there, but like at the inception, the wedding was just a sham. It was a political play of some sort that Saini doesn't really understand. Like, for what is the question? And that's why she's struggling with understanding if this information is relevant or not. Like, so is this something that, could have spiraled out before the wedding? Like, okay, so the information comes out that Saini has been a spy, and she's not to be trusted, and then EJ maybe tells Edgar that Saini knows about this arrangement. I don't know. Like, these are all the thoughts that, these are possibilities if this information is actually valuable. Like, it might be just one of those things that it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really come into play in any way, but who knows? Who knows? So Saini is kind of thinking about these things and trying to, I guess, figure out, like, why. Like, is it just because she pissed EJ off? But why would Elena, like, cut off communication? Is there something there? Like, Saini's seen Elena since then, but it's always been in a setting where other people have been present as well. It hasn't been one-on-one. So it's, who knows? Who knows? Or whatever it is, it do be interesting. Yeah. It is very interesting. Okay. I'm enjoying this too much. Okay. Um... Alright. Everything is developed when I last was here. Yeah. A lot, like, things are very different. Like, it's been super slow recently, but it has also been, you know, summer and stuff. But since you last were here, probably things have changed quite a lot. Yeah. We were supposed to have an Ethan and Saini day today, but that might be after Storm. Haven't heard anything from Ethan yet. No more surveys? No, we haven't done any surveys. Saini is part of the mayor's cabinet. Saini is the head manager at the taco place. Saini has a boyfriend of almost 2 months. Well, 1.5, I guess. And Saini was, like, feeling super upsetty spaghetti yesterday. Like, she's, she is struggling with, just being like so vulnerable and you know, she's a little bit obsessed with him as well. Not even a little bit, but she is a little bit, yeah, she's obsessive. So, oh god, in a way that, like, she's not used to, because she hasn't really had a relationship like that ever. Because she's tended to just love him and leave him, because she's been too freaking scared to just, you know, tie herself to someone. Because of her past, because of her, and that's also one thing that played heavily, and that people probably don't understand or know. I mean, why would you understand? Because you don't know. But why her relationship with EJ was so tricky, and why she started to resent EJ for, you know, not really prioritizing her friends, like her longer time friends. Oh my god. Okay, this is awful. I'm so sorry about the stuttering. I gotta figure this out. Let me see. Just stop here real quick and try to figure it out while I yap. So yeah. Whatchamacallit? Shit. What did I do? Okay, let's close everything. So yeah, she had a her relationship with her mother has always been very, very, very tricky, and her mother was a person who never had time for her, for Saini, never wanted to really be around her, and always, and here's the kicker, always just was her primary priority was always the person who, like her newest boyfriend. And that's kind of everything. That was kind of everything to her, and Saini was like an afterthought. Like, and she was always in the way. So Saini struggles with kind of those types of things. Like with having to kind of compete for, like, feeling like like you're not interesting enough to be around, or not even interesting enough, but you're not important enough to be around. So with EJ, that came to play at some point quite a lot, and there was some resentment there for sure. And that's something that she's been struggling with with Ethan as well. So last night she was super struggling with it. She was like everything was seemingly good until it wasn't. Okay, let's actually park upstairs. Yeah, it was seemingly good. But let's go in one further. But then she just like she was spending time with Tad. And then she would just when she left Tad to go do his thing, she just kind of spiraled. She sent him a text saying, saying what? My list of things to do are done long ago for the day. There's only one thing left, which is to see you. The idleness is fucking me up a bit, not gonna lie. And he did call a little later. To like I don't know, maybe half an hour after that. And she at that point she had already spiraled and been like, okay, he's definitely not he doesn't want to spend time with me. He you know, his priority is hanging out with his mom and with his mom and his friends who want to do crime, and I don't do crime because, well, I mean, I don't. And so yeah, she kind of broke down. He could hear that in her voice that she wasn't doing well, and then she just yeah, she just broke down basically. And they had a long talk where she's talked about everything that was kind of bothering her or that she was scared of, and it was a very good conversation once again. But she did say, for example, that sometimes she has these irrational thoughts that
Oh
would be
my
just
god, I
oh
accidentally kidnapped half the cubs. I just was coming to
oh
bring
my
them
God.
back.
Okay, no worries.
Wait, can I put them on the ground
Yeah,
so
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
have
yeah,
to
yeah.
sign in?
Yeah,
Okay.
all good.
Thank you. Have a good
You
one.
too. So what was I about to say? Yeah, that she has these irrational thoughts when she's feeling vulnerable and sad and hurt by the fact that he's spending time with other people and not her. She gets this irrational fear or not fear thought that it would just be better to not be in a relationship with him and just run away. And so they had a talk even about that. So all that's kind of they had a very good an hour long conversation or so about it, and we should probably just I should just like play it on stream because I haven't uploaded it because it's not, you know, my uploading. Yeah, I uploaded some stuff that's like almost 2 months old, but I need to I need to just get it done. But yeah, and so today was supposed to be a like Ethan and Saini day. But there has been an email where he says that he will probably wake up pretty late today if at all. Now we mentioned daytime today, but if it doesn't happen today, maybe we can try tomorrow. And that is okay, two things. That's two things. Number one, OOC, that is okay. Sometimes you have things to do and other stuff to play or, you know, whatever. But number two, given that given what just transpired, very interesting timing wise. When you know the Wes has told Saini you shouldn't be alone. It is very, very kind of. It's kind of perfect if he isn't around to hear about this, because yeah, we can play into that for sure. Hopefully in a good way. But now I need to think what. So she gets that email. But what will we respond is the question. Okay, let's see. Wait, did we actually post it? What happened? Yes. But yeah, how are you guys doing on this wonderful Sunday, by the way? I let me find some. In a match right now? Oh yeah, I hope you win. Okay. What are we Shit, we're not. Oh, we're not signed into the as a city council member, so we can't access the MDT. That sucks. Okay. Then we're just gonna look at this. Let's see. What are we gonna do? Um. How to approach this? Because hmm. This is also like. This is also actually good. If Saini is ever taken and her phone is checked, her texts with Wes, the fact that like it's timestamped now that she has been talking to Wes at MRPD today. But that is it's easy to kind of explain away as well, but it doesn't matter. Like if something happens, it is not because like doesn't have to plead her case in court, it's gonna be, you know, trying to fend off gang members. And they don't really care about what's true and what's not. Okay, actually, I know what we're gonna do with the email. We're just gonna put down a check mark. Message read. There we go. Okay. Twatter is dead. Okay. Well.
What? No, I'm gonna see what's going on.
Oh shit.
Must be real
No,
offended.
bro. No, I don't do
I-
that shit. What the heady?
I don't know you that well.
That's crazy. That's crazy. I always come and stop by if y'all are open. That's crazy.
How's your morning going?
It's going pretty good so far. I made a little matcha latte in my apartment.
Ooh, that sounds good.
Yeah, really good, really good.
So that shirt's
So-
awesome. What the fuck?
Thank you.
I've
Never
never
seen
seen
this
it.
one? Really?
No.
I love this
Well,
shirt.
I've only been here for like a month.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's a good shirt.
It is really nice.
Comes in like rainbow.
Oh,
and pink
Christian's
shades.
around.
You're really not beating.
Haven't seen
the
Christian
very
in a
much
while.
allegations with that shirt though.
Okay.
Like it even looks like the
Alright,
carton.
first
Hold
of
on. Do you want to see?
all, can I even see the carton? Because lately I feel like everything looks
Oh,
the same to me.
I don't know. For whatever reason, I can.
Nope.
Why
I
can't
cannot see that. It's
why can
bagged
I-
up, brother.
Why can I see it?
Oh, sometimes I can, sometimes I can't. So it
Oh,
depends.
interesting. Okay.
All right, what we got going on in here? Fucking nothing.
Okay.
Sick.
I don't think.
Do you have enough cups and everything? Cheese,
I
all
don't
that.
know, man. Probably not.
Well, if
It's
you need
fine.
anything, I have to make a run soon, so just shoot me a text with anything
Oh,
you
actually,
need.
no, I'm good. I'm good.
You
We
good?
got shit. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm gonna close this.
Okay, we're gonna stay here for a little bit longer, but. This is not what we needed. We wanted to look at. Yep, no real estate. What a surprise. Okay. So what I think we can do is we're gonna stay here for a little bit, and while we wait for customers, I'm gonna try to set up a um whatchamacallit? Shit. How long is the thing? It's gonna be like an hour, I think. Yeah, okay, let me just try to set up shit. Okay, let's see. I will. I'll work on setting up a a little video thing. Oh gosh. Can I do this? You didn't want? No. Fortnite. Oh yeah. You you are crazy. Okay, let's see. Let's see if this works. Chillin', have oh shit! Yeah. That's exciting. That's super exciting. I hope everything goes really well. Let's see if we can Okay, what is the audio track that we need to do? It's this, right? Let's see. So it is. Huh. Sorry, this is so interesting. Audio track. Shit. This is not what I want. There we go. How are you? I'm good. I'm good. It has been a quite, quiet summer so far. But I mean, it's been a quiet year in general. And applying for work is annoying, but what can you do? Okay, where can I? I gotta figure out how to. Yeah, we should. Yeah. Yes, just hang out. Just hang out and chat for sure. Yeah, I should. I mean, there's there's not much there's not much going on. Like time, like I'm able to almost whenever, I guess. But yeah, for sure. Okay. You know what? You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna hop off because uh because it is so dead that it is like there's no point in us standing here. Let's just put we're just prepping everything for whoever comes here next. And We could save the damn tip jar, but do we want to? Actually, let's try. Oh, there we go. Yeah, let's put the tip jar there, and this one here. And I think we should be good to go. Plan a city hangout, but never do that. Yeah, but we should actually do it. Actually. Okay. Oh yeah, we need to. This is the summer, yes. For sure. Okay, you guys wanna see some or hear some oh god. Some relationship drama. Some crying. Some Saini being all insecure and shit. Of course. It is a long convo. I don't know if we can actually do it all. Shit. Yeah, the question is like, are we gonna? So we gotta kind of opt in. Yeah, I think that's what we're gonna do instead of staying in RP. We're gonna good background music for my games. Yes. So, oh god, headache. Yeah, and also because the game keeps being very, very laggy. I think it is better for us to hop off RP for a little bit and just go ahead and kind of restream what we recorded last night. Because I'm too annoyed. I'm too annoyed at just the fact that that we'll do something, we'll record it, and then I actually never managed to freaking edit stuff and you know, get back to get things on track is what I'm trying to say. But I gotta make sure that I actually get the audio correct. Ted? Actually. In a match right now. Okay, let's see. Could I do this? Okay, yeah, this is like an hour-long thing. Let me just double check. Okay. Where are we gonna put this? Put this in. There, let's see. Damn. It's not okay. Actually, what we're gonna do is this maybe? Nope. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna try to figure out the audio settings to make sure that stuff goes where I want it to go. Mm-mm-mm. Uh. Oh. Wait, hold on. What the hell? Is everything is borked? Ruh-roh. Hmm. Okay. What I think I can do is... Oh, shit. Actually. Let's see. Can I hear this? I cannot. That kind of sucks.
Get it down from here. I have a feeling.
I
There we
hate
go.
this.
Yeah, that was a good try. It was a good try.
Oh god.
You should
Worst
see the
luck
note
ever.
though.
Worst luck ever. And then all the PD gets wipes. I can't even fucking talk to one of them.
Okay, let's see. I need to check if that, sticks on the VOD. It should, but I don't know. One sec. Maybe two. Like a couple. Okay, yeah, it does. Okay, perfect. Perfecto. Okay, so... Damn it. Why can I not do a thing? Okay. There it goes again. But I need to... Okay. Then start it from here. Alright?
They threw out their Christmas decoration.
Oh, damn. One sec.
Yeah, take your time.
Sorry, I'm just gonna...
You got me worried.
Sorry. Shit. Okay. Now it starts. Okay.
You got me worried.
Oh my god.
Jeebus.
Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? Where to go? I don't know where to go.
Firehouse.
Okay. Yeah, I don't
Wait,
know. Yeah, no, go
Saini,
ahead.
you didn't kill anybody, did
No,
you?
no, 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 no. Nothing happened.
Okay.
Like, nothing. At
Wait,
all.
nothing?
No. Everything is A-okay.
Okay.
Yeah. That's why I'm like, I don't know. I'm just...
Was it the Kumar talk?
No, not at all. That was funny. Okay, I'm having awful headaches. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, I think the city is crumbling.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. Maybe a little bit, yeah. Never been here.
Oh yeah.
Should
We
I
can
drive to the other
go.
side? Or, no. Oh my
We
god,
go
I'm sorry.
on.
Yeah.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
Thank you.
There's a ladder up here. I'm pretty
Mhm.
sure something we can get on.
Okay.
Yeah, ladder.
Okay.
Don't talk to me. What's up?
Uh, I don't know. I just feel like I'm being irrational. And I can't help
No,
it.
it was the Kumar talk.
No,
Take
it
it,
wasn't.
leave it,
No, it
take
wasn't.
it. Okay.
No. No,
Well,
no.
tell me what you're being irrational about. I don't think you're gonna be, but I've never seen you be irrational.
Um, um,
You're in love with Tad?
no.
You're in love with Raul?
No. No, no,
You're in love with EJ? That doesn't make any sense.
no.
Alright, I've been watching a lot of Sopranos. It's a lot like love drama.
Yeah, no.
Hey, it's gonna be okay.
Yeah. I think you're kind of poking at the right thing, but it's just that It's so dumb.
No. I mean, it's how you're feeling. That means it's not dumb. It's just a feeling, and that's
Mhm.
okay. Sometimes we have good feelings. Sometimes we have bad feelings. Sometimes we have sad feelings.
Yeah. I think it's
So-
that I don't like myself right now.
Why?
It's probably because I'm not used to being like this.
Well, I mean, what does like this mean?
Okay, so you kept asking if I'm in love with this person or that person, but like the reality is I'm just in love with you.
Well, that's good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Yeah, but sometimes I feel like it's not.
Um,
And it's probably just because I don't I don't know.
why do you feel like it's not a good thing?
It's probably because I feel so helpless.
About what?
I'm not used to depending on anyone.
Oh,
And I just feel like there are so many things that I've never been, never
mm-hmm.
in my life, and now I'm all kinds of things that I don't know, sworn not to be. I mean, sometimes, but not all the time, but
So you think you've changed?
no, I think it's just that I told this I think I talked to Raoul about this like way back
Mhm.
when we'd barely been seeing each other for like 2 weeks or something. And I was like really, really struggling with the fact that maybe other people were getting to spend time with you and I wasn't.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
And
that's definitely the case right now.
yeah, I think so. And I hate it. I
That's
really,
okay.
really do. Because I've never been jealous, but now I feel like I am.
Mhm.
And I've been independent and I still try to be, but then you just occupy so much space in my mind that I get kind of paralyzed and then I start spiraling and then then I just start feeling awful. And I mean, all of this after, I feel like yesterday was so, like, well, I mean, it was a little somber for me. I was a little homesick, but, like, I enjoyed my time with you. It was all good. Like, nothing was happening. Like, nothing. See, this is the thing. Like, I feel like I'm losing control and I can't. I hate it. Like, the fact that I'm suddenly, out of nowhere, I'm just feeling like this. And the thing that I told Raoul back then when I was struggling, when I was just thinking about how, you know, this has never been an issue for me before. It just becomes more and more apparent that I've just been, you know, protecting the most fragile part of myself for so long. And now that I am not, I'm just experiencing all of this like it's brand new. Because it kind of is. And I just fucking hate it. What?
Hey, first off, thank you for telling me. That's very important. I think that's a big step. Second off, Saini,
Mm-hmm.
you can have as much of my time as you want. And if I'm not doing a good job giving it to you, please tell me. That's important because I do get pulled in a lot of directions and I have a hard time saying no, but I want your happiness to be the priority. And I kind of suck with priorities. So there's there's nothing wrong with feeling lonely. There's nothing wrong with one more time. There's nothing wrong with having new experiences, or maybe if they're not new, fresh experiences. And it sounds like this is a fresh experience for you, um, where some of that independence, it's not that it's not still there, but there there's something that you would, you know, like some more of, and that's okay. I mean, we're here together. The goal is to work on things together, not work on things independently. I
Yeah.
mean, there's always stuff that's like will be independent, right? But this kind of stuff we're supposed to work together. If it's hard, whether it's me not doing a good job, or you need more, or it's just a tough feeling to go through, we can work on it together.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I mean, you're so right in everything that you're saying. And I appreciate it. I think I don't know. It's
Let me ask you this:
mhm.
perfect world. What would a perfect world look like to you? What would make this feeling go away? Is it more time, or is it something that you just need to work through? Work through sounds weird, but you know what I'm saying? Like, is it
Mhm.
something where like we can work together on it, or is it something, you know, maybe okay, I'm gonna use this because it sounds crazy because it is crazy,
Yeah.
but like, for some people, shooting somebody would get rid of a lot of frustrations or whatever, shooting their old boss at senior buns or what, so something like that. I hope that's not the case here, but
Yeah.
um, what would an ideal world look like for you?
I don't know. Like my issue is that I know, like I've said from the start, like I don't expect to be your everything. And I think I think one of the issues for me is that I think um I don't think it's like completely true, but it's close to it. Like I think you've become kind of my everything. And that's not good.
Okay.
Or I mean, and that's not to say that I don't, you know, that you don't mean the world to me and all that, but it's more like, you know, I can't be obsessed. I can't be worried constantly or not constantly because I never worry when I'm with you, but when I'm not, I'm I just worry about the dumbest things.
Well, I don't think the stuff I've been helping people with recently helps with that matter either.
Well, yeah. Yeah, I mean, there's that for sure, but I think it's more again like very selfish things. Like I start thinking about how you know, like how I don't really have anything to offer.
What? Yeah, that is a dumb thing to think.
Yeah, but I mean,
So you remember when we were at the park the other day?
yeah.
You're like you're my most trusted person. Like you're the person I would come to when I have a question or when I'm concerned or worried about something. Like I wouldn't
Yeah.
even ask anybody else those questions.
Yeah.
I mean, you care about me, and that's a huge thing to offer. Also, you got a freaking sick ride back there. That's pretty cool. No, no, I think there's tons that you offer. I think you're being way too critical of yourself. I mean, Saini, the whole reason I even said stuff about Raul and Dad, I mean, I don't think you would fall in love with them. I mean, who knows, maybe, but it's more like I kind of feel the same way, but on the opposite side, where I'm like, why the why the frick would she want to be with me? I haven't even been like giving her enough time, and like I don't know, I don't see myself as anything valuable.
Oh god.
Hey, here, take part of my sleeve.
No, I think I'm good. Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's again like part of just like some of the insecurities.
Yeah. Mm, I don't know if this is helpful. This is again. I think this is a bad trait of mine.
Hmm.
But part of the reason why I feel more comfortable like not always doing stuff with you is I guess because like I don't know, I trust in you and believe in you, and like I think like um mm, I don't really know how to describe it, but
I think I know what you mean.
yeah, and that's I think I probably do it too much. I probably should spend more time with you and do more things with you.
I don't know.
Um, yeah.
Sorry, continue.
No, I mean that's just I think I think I let like mm, I guess because there is trust and caring, I end up leveraging that more than I should.
Yeah, I mean, I think I understand exactly what you mean. And the thing is, I feel like that's the person I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the person who I mean, I can come up with stuff to do on my own. You know, do other things, go work, whatever. Like fill my time. I think recently it hasn't been as easy. Um but you know, I think that's also one of the reasons why it is so fucking hard for me to realize that I'm struggling with it because I want to be, you know, like I told you, I think I just want to be the person I've been expected to be my whole life, or especially as a kid. Just someone who is unproblematic and, you know, just doesn't really need anything but is there when it's convenient, I guess. And it's not that you make me feel like that in general, but you know, sometimes I think I just go back to being that person. I don't know, it's hard to explain.
Sonny, why don't you be the person you want to be?
I mean, because I think I want to be that person who's just easy for everybody else, but I don't think I can.
Okay. Well, how about this? Let's
Yeah.
do two things.
Mhm.
Let's fix the hurt right now. Okay. Let's me
Yeah.
and you we'll spend more time together. And then if you want to work on that, we can. But you don't have to hurt to work on it.
Thank you. Yeah, I just don't want to become bitter,
Yeah.
you know, towards, you know, people who are important to you.
No. Um okay. So I'm gonna tell you something.
Yeah.
The other day, Ro was pretty mad that you come snipped at her, and I told Ro that she's not allowed to hang out with you anymore. Cause,
Wait, say
I
that
want.
again? I just heard
Oh,
parts. She
yeah,
was mad at.
yeah. Cause you kind of push back
Uh-huh.
to her, and you know
Yeah.
she's got a fiery spirit.
Yeah.
And I told her she's not allowed to hang out with you anymore. Like me and you hang out, and then me and her can hang out. Because, for me, I just want. Well, I would love it if she would be a good mother and, you know, just get over herself, but that's not in her cards. And what's important to me is, I don't know, I guess keeping you happy, you know? So, like, if her being around is going to make things awkward or frustrating, then frick it. I can spend time with her when, you know, when you go to sleep. I'll come sleep a little later, you know? I,
Oh
it's not,
boy.
I guess the reason I say all that, I think, so you said you didn't want, like, if I remember right, you said you didn't want to, like, make the people around me, like, you didn't want to, like, cause any rifts in the people around me, or you didn't want to, like,
Yeah, I just
hurt
don't want to,
people.
yeah, get kind of bitter and
Yeah, but,
feel bad towards them or whatever.
well, but here's the thing, Saini.
Mhm.
I picked you, well, or you picked me, or we picked each other, and I mean, that's going to be the case no matter what. So whatever they think, that's on them. Like the whole road thing. Like that's why I bring it up because
Mhm.
to me, I mean, like, I can spend time with her. I can spend time with you. It doesn't have to be like an either or. And yeah, I don't know. I just that I'll never be frustrated like if people get mad at me or if they get mad at you or if you get mad at them because this is our thing and who cares about the rest of them.
Yeah, I think I kind of had an inkling that she might have just not appreciated that. I mean, we don't know each other that well, so I understand that. But also, if that's what it takes, then yeah, I don't know.
No, well, her was a special case in
Mhm.
that here's the thing, tomorrow
Mhm.
she's not even gonna remember any of it.
Mhm.
She's just a fiery person.
Yeah,
And
yeah. No, it's fair.
yeah, don't worry about the roast stuff. I guess, like I say, the reason I even mentioned it is to say, like, who cares? Just
Yeah. Yeah, see, but the thing is,
mm-hmm,
like, see, okay, with her in particular, I
mm-hmm,
think since the beginning, I knew the
mm-hmm,
premise. She's pretty
mm-hmm,
shy, it's good for her to meet new people,
mm-hmm.
whatever, and I felt like I was trying to
I think you were.
be kind of open and interested and, but still be me. And I felt in like, well, yeah, I don't know. It just felt like a lot of work for a lot of nothing. Um, and
Yeah.
you know, but I really wanted to. I don't know. Yeah, let's just say she didn't make it easy because there are a lot of fuck. What it's whatever. I don't really.
Well, with her in particular, her
Mm,
and Catherine are like besties.
mhm.
Uh, like tied at the hip. Wanted to, like, when they go to jail together.
Yeah.
Um, and there was like a 2 month period, 3 month period where they didn't talk.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just her in a nutshell. She's
Mhm.
in my opinion, she's a good person, but she's not for everybody. That's for sure.
Yeah, and I think like I think what bums me out is that like I feel like things have been good. Like they've been okay. And
Mm-hmm.
for something that I feel like was pretty minor, like you have to start to kind of arrange things in like separating us or something. I don't know. It just feels dumb and unnecessary. But I
Mm,
mean, you do like I'm fine with whatever, and I think you're yeah, maybe it's better not to hang out, but I don't know, it just feels like quite a lot.
well, I think for me, the reason why I even want to, like, suggest that, and I
Mhm.
told her, I was like, "You're not allowed to be with Sunny. Like, me and her will do our thing, and you can do
Mhm.
your thing." But the reason why I suggest it is because, honestly, kind of like what you said. One, I think it's the easier route, and that might not always be the right route. But two, um, I think the work that I don't want you to have to put in work, right? Row is important to me. That doesn't mean Row has to be important to you, and I don't think it's fair for you to have to put in that work, and especially with, like, I'll be very realistic. A lot of times there's not a lot of payout,
Mhm.
and that's not very fair to ask. I'll tell you this too.
Mhm.
There was a period where people that I thought were not thought people that I know are good people, but everybody has flaws. I wanted to, like, try and, like, have them be friends with other people, like V, for example. Or like Ro or Catherine when she was going through her thing. And those are people that, like, they're very important to me. But I think I'm done trying to help people make friends. I think
Yeah.
people have to do that on their own.
Yes.
Because I don't know. I feel like a lot of times it doesn't work out, and it's because people aren't willing to bend. And that's okay. But also, I shouldn't try and force anything.
Yeah. I think it's also because it can be really hard to become friends with someone who you're kind of just like you're there because there's someone else's friend
Mm-hmm.
and you don't like you like in Rose's case, for example. And I mean I'm the same way in a lot of situations. Like I don't care to be friends with someone's friends necessarily.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean I care to be friendly. I care to be,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can see if it, if we really click or whatever, but in many cases it's just like, oh, okay, you're a person who hangs out with this person, fine. But like if you really need to branch out and find friends for yourself, you got to do the work yourself, right? With
Mm-hmm.
people you're actually interested in and not someone
Yeah.
who's been put in front of you.
Yeah, for sure.
And yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I think I do feel uh a little jealous.
That's okay. That's a So I think an important thing with jealousy
Mhm.
is it's a very normal thing to feel, and it's a good
Mhm.
sign that you feel it. When you act on it, that's maybe not as necessarily as good a thing.
Yeah.
But don't take it as a bad thing because it means there's something important to you.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think the combination again is tricky for me because again, I like in my mind in the way like the way I've been taught to be is do not bother, do not, you know, don't ask or need anything. Um and then when I feel like there's someone like Ro who I think is very well, like you said, quite bossy with you and, you know, sweet for sure, but like in my mind it also seems like okay, it is very much taken for granted that you will do anything for her.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of in my mind, and I'm not saying it's a good or a bad thing. I'm just saying like in contrast to what I'm kind of struggling with myself, it just becomes that's what I don't want. I don't want to be mad at her for being the way she is because I
Mm-hmm.
can't be like that, or I can't do things that I don't know. Does that make any sense?
It does. It does.
Yeah.
But I didn't fall in love with her. I fell in love with you, right?
Yeah.
And for the way you are. I don't need another role in my life, Christ. That's a lot of drama. I just needed you.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's the thing that I hold on to, I guess. You know? The fact that you chose this.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's not just chose, it's want.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think don't be hard on yourself. And don't try to be something you're not. If you want to change, we always work on it. Let's work on it together. But you can. It's okay to. It's okay to be the way you are. You know.
Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think the thing that I have to shake
Hmm.
is the thought, and I know that this is going to be probably even harder because of this, we're not like you're going to hang out with Ro separately. Um it's the fact that yeah, I get these thoughts in my head where I feel like yeah, like that's what you would rather be doing. That's like the go-to. That's where you want to be.
Mm,
And I mean, sure, that is fair. You can want multiple things, but you know what I mean when
yeah.
like it's the jealousy, it's the FOMO, it's the and I also understand like there are certain things that you do that you don't want to discuss, and that's fine, and it's good, to keep certain things separate. I shouldn't know every little detail about things that are, you know, things you're about to do. Um, but I also know that you know how in scary movies they often say that the scary part stops becoming or being scary once you see the monster.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's the same way. Like the unknown is always much more scarier than the known. So the things that I don't understand or I don't know, uh, the blanks, the and that's why spending time apart from you is hard. Or that's usually
Mm-hmm.
when when my brain starts to go into these crazy spirals. Um, it's because I don't know what's going on,
Yeah.
and I don't expect to know at all times, and I don't want to. I don't I don't want you to ever feel like you need to report everything you do to me. Please, that's not it.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just sometimes, yeah, my brain creates monsters that aren't there.
Yeah. I think that's very reasonable.
Yeah, and I think that's just something that I need to kind of tolerate, I guess,
Oh, thinking to tolerate it. Um,
or learn to
and there's a
cope with, I
balance,
guess. Yeah, well, yeah.
right? I
Mhm.
can be more forthcoming about some things, and then challenge yourself or remind yourself that a lot of times it is just monsters and
Yeah.
it's not real.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I just
Let me ask you this:
mhm.
do you want to keep working on it?
Of course.
Well, I think that's all that matters.
You're not wrong. Okay, I'm going to say this.
Mm-hmm.
And it's scary to say because it's just an awful thought. But, like sometimes, and this is just so fucking unfair. Sometimes when I when I have those monsters in my brain, I get these irrational thoughts that kind of tell me that would just be better to not be in a relationship with you. Because somehow, I don't know why this is a thought, but, you know, somehow that would be less painful. And I know that's not true. And also, that's not what I want. That's the opposite of what I want. But I think I've just been so used to running away that that's where my mind goes sometimes.
Well, Saini, they say that running away is easy.
Yeah.
It's the leaving that's hard. And maybe you have something you don't want to leave these days.
Yes. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, I don't want to.
That's a good thing.
Yeah. But like I said, it's just scary to, like, you have so much power over me. And power that you didn't ever even ask for.
Mm-hmm.
And like, I trust you.
Mm-hmm.
But it's so easy to break something so fragile, you know?
Mm-hmm.
That yeah, it's just scary. It's a scary place to be at. I don't know. Even if everything's good.
Um. Well, I do want to say thank you for telling me that, and please, anytime you have any thoughts like that or things you want to
Mm.
say, I think communication is very important.
Yeah.
And I would much rather hear that than not hear it and you be thinking about
Yeah. I just think it's so unfair.
it. I don't. I mean, I think that's just a relationship, right? I guess let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like you kind of have your stuff together. So maybe we don't use you, but I will start
Mm.
with you. Do
Okay.
you feel like your life is like a little complicated and chaotic sometimes?
Um, that's a good question. My life, well, sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So what if you add someone else to that equation? You, person
Yeah.
I associate with like a good level of structure and order, isn't even complicated for you.
Yeah.
And when you add someone else to it, it's bound to just get way harder.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, that's okay. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. Just something you gotta know when, you know,
Mm-hmm.
when you have thoughts like you have, that's okay. That's just trying to make sense of all the craziness.
Yeah.
And saying, I don't want this, but I mean, maybe there is a day where,
Okay, don't even say it, please.
okay, well, I'm gonna try to steer away from that. But,
Yeah.
you know, I'll always be respectful of you and, you know,
Yeah. Yeah, I know. I know. I know what you mean when you say that. But this is again like one of those irrational things. Because you're being so reassuring with stuff
hmm
like that, I start to like I get this little inkling that maybe you would be more okay with it. I, I don't know. Like
I think you're misunderstanding me.
yeah, no, I know what you mean when you
Yeah, I
say
won't.
stuff like that, but you know, it's just the
Your happiness comes first for me, but that does not mean I'm not gonna fight for you.
you know, you always know exactly what to say.
Mm, I'm really bad at saying no.
Well, yeah, well, yeah, there's that.
Yeah.
But I didn't even know that's what I needed to hear.
Yeah. Well, you're a very important person to me. You're the number one most important person to me. And yeah, I just want to see you happy and be there along the way for it. And, you know, doesn't mean it won't be challenging. Doesn't mean we won't have to work at it. Um, and that, I mean, you know, for every um, insecurity sounds a little tough, but for every insecurity or concern, you know, just just know I'm here for you, and we can work on it together. And you know, I I don't want this to be about me, but no, sometimes I'll be honest with you.
Hmm.
When you and Raul hung out a lot, I got a little jealous too. I don't even know if you remember, but I
I
kind of
do.
mentioned it.
Yeah, I do
Yeah,
remember.
that's I think a very natural thing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And there's a lot of stuff for me to work on too. So this is me officially, even though it doesn't need to be official. You know, asking you to help me with the things I struggle with too. And some of that is not being a good boyfriend.
I don't want you to think that, but I
It's not
understand what you
about
mean.
yeah, it's not about thinking it. I know it. I can recognize it. And my problem is that I leverage too much of my boyfriend credits with you. And that's just objectively the truth. So, nah, I got to keep working on that. And hopefully you can bear with me and hold me accountable. Oh, also,
Mm-hmm.
oh, you don't even know I'm writing
Oh,
all this down for our
oh.
monthly one on one.
Oh my god. It's crazy that it's not even
I know.
How the where did
Saini.
time go?
Saini.
14 days. What?
Saini, I think we're supposed to get married right now. I think that's the. I
Huh.
think that by
Oh,
Los
here?
Santos laws,
Oh my
we've been together
God.
too long.
Uh-oh. Oh no.
Which, by the way,
Hmm. Oh my God.
I've been wanting to ask you this for a while. Why did you leave your
Yeah.
shoestrings untied?
There are no strings on my shoes. They're
Oh,
boots.
wait.
That's why.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. Okay, that makes sense now. All of a sudden, it's all kind of coming together.
Oh boy. You are a little scoundrel. But I love you just the way you are.
Same. Hey, don't fret. Let me rephrase that. It's okay to fret.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay to be frustrated. It's okay to be emotional. It's okay to be sad. But know that it's okay to be those things. And like today, come to me, you know?
Yeah.
Whenever there's problems, come to me and we work on it together. And I
Yeah.
promise to spend more time with you. And if you still want to work on changing things, then we can ease into it. You know, it doesn't have to be
Mhm.
a right away kind of deal, but we'll get it figured out.
Yeah. Yeah, I trust that we do. And I don't know. I just want like you always say like talk about how you want to make me happy, but I also want to make you happy. You know that?
Sonny, if you can deal with all of my problems and my inability to not prioritize correctly, then you're a saint first off, and second off, that's all I need. Someone who cares a lot about me and can deal with me when I'm not being a, a good person. I'm not doing the right things.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. It takes a lot of courage to even have this conversation.
Yeah. But I want to be fair to you, and because I would want you to, if you ever have things that bother you, I would like for you to come to me. So,
Mm-hmm. So
yeah.
you know what bothers me? That you're
Yeah.
self-conscious about coming to me.
Yeah.
That's the only, like, literally there's nothing else.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, see that's me not wanting to be a bother. And
Yeah.
yeah,
But,
it's
well, you're not a bother though. And if there's anybody you can if there's anybody you could ever be a bother to, it should be me.
yeah, I guess you're right. I think
And so
it's
mhm.
I think it's just that again, like I've protected the most fragile part of me for so long that now it's like you know, like I just want to do everything in my power, which is not always the right thing,
Mhm.
or the right things, in order to make sure that you don't have any reason to leave me.
Let me tell you this. If I
Hmm.
ever have any problems, the first thing I will do is come to you and talk to you about it.
Yes, please.
And I feel like I've had that stance from the get-go.
Yeah,
And how many things have I come to you and talked to you about? The only thing I've ever quote unquote criticized you on is not being selfish enough.
yeah,
'Cause that's why I need somebody to wrangle me in.
Yeah. You're right. You're right. You're right. Oh boy. Okay.
Hey, guess what?
What?
Have you even thought about it? The thing?
What thing?
Exactly. We're pretty high up.
What?
Yeah, we're pretty
Oh.
high up. And you didn't even think about it.
Oh, yeah, no.
See? That's good. That's a good sign.
Yeah. I think I was just so worried about everything else I didn't. Maybe. I don't. Yeah, no, it's pretty.
Mm-hmm. You remember when we were on the mountain?
Mm-hmm.
Was that yesterday or the day before? I don't remember now,
Yesterday.
but
Yeah.
yeah. And we
Huh.
talked about how when you get further away from things, it can be beautiful.
Yeah.
Well, for one, I'm pretty dang close and it's pretty dang beautiful. But for two, see, there's nothing wrong with being up high. We get a
Yeah.
beautiful view.
Yeah, you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Saini,
Uh-oh.
this might get spooky. The heights might come into play.
Ah! Ow!
Perfect. Yeah.
Oh, God. Ow.
Okay, Sonny, I get why you're afraid of heights
Yeah,
now.
ow. Ow, but that was some... Oh, my God.
Oh, yeah, I'm just gonna take you because I think the EMS might still be dealing with the police.
Yeah. Yeah.
Also, wow, that's
Yeah, I know.
those are
Yeah.
pants.
Yeah, they are.
Okay.
Barely.
So I'm
Barely.
gonna very respectfully
Yeah, huh?
look the other way, and then you just tell me if we're getting close to the fence, okay?
Yeah, we're getting close
For
to the
this is
fence. There we go.
okay. Yeah. Okay. Good. Okay. Good.
I mean, but your eyes are facing forward, aren't they?
Oh yeah, they're definitely
Uh-huh.
facing forward. So
Uh-huh, yeah.
I'm just looking at my shoes right now.
Yeah,
I
nope.
can't.
Nope,
Yeah.
this is not where
Oh,
we're...
okay.
Okay,
It's
got it
probably
here.
this way, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
uh-huh. No, yeah,
Okay. Yep.
almost.
We're getting
There we
there.
go.
We're getting
Yep.
there. Yeah. Perfect.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now the car is gonna be a little harder.
All right. Okay. I'm gonna end it there. End the video there. And back to me. Like the me of today. Hello. So there's that conversation. That was kind of an emotional roller coaster a little bit. Let's see. Let me let me just chat about it a little bit. Let me see. I need to fix stuff. Wait. A what? Okay. So, that was a conversation from yesterday, like I said, and it kind of continued a little bit after this. It was I mean, not much actually happened after this. They went to the hospital. They went up on the roof of the hospital to redo the hug, and they managed to get the hug out of the way without falling off the roof. But then they took a ladder and fell off the roof again. So, but luckily they were at the hospital, so it just kept happening. But yeah, so some of the stuff that I wanted to kind of talk about a little bit was, yeah, I said in chat already that I'm kind of loving the fact that Saini and Ethan's mom Ro are butting heads a bit, and I feel like that is it is a little bit of a, you know, classic. It's a classic, and it is like kind of reinventing the wheel a little bit, but or you know, just reusing old material, so to speak. But it's still, I think it's still a pretty valuable thing in the relationship arc in general. And the other thing is the fact that that Saini kind of voiced some of her fears and her, like, the irrational thoughts that she had about, okay, maybe, like, if I keep hurting in this relationship, maybe I should just leave. And that will for sure make things interesting if that ever happens. Because she's very, very, very tied to Ethan, like, emotionally, so she doesn't actually want to do that. But, you know, when people get irrational, it is what it is, I guess. They do stupid things. And yeah. And the, like, oh my god, the part where Saini is just like, because Ethan has this this tendency to say like, you know, or he's said it before, like, how if you ever decide not to, you know, want this relationship anymore, I understand. Because that's who he is. He just wants the other person to be happy, and, like, that's at his core. And that is, while it's kind of very, very it's very thoughtful of him, and that's kind of how he's been, well, that's just who he is. It's also the thing that kind of pokes at the insecurities of someone who thinks, well, maybe they're with me just because I don't even know why, and maybe they will, maybe they would actually be quite okay with us just splitting up, and they would go on and be happy. And so that is, like, that's why Saini stopped him when he was about to say it once again. Like, don't say it, please. Like, don't stop it. And then he went on and gave the perfect response. And the funny thing is, so this is something that impresses me in roleplay. And how you know that you kind of click with someone on a roleplay level, when you think of or you have a thought in your head, like OOC. Me, for example, I was thinking, even if Saini doesn't necessarily understand it, she needs to know that you know, her partner is willing to, is having is actually connected to her as well. So the jealousy talk. So when he says that he's you know, he's been jealous of Raul and Tad, for example, that's something that makes her feel like, okay, great, you actually care about me enough to feel those feelings. And same with the, okay, you know, that doesn't mean I'm not, like, I'm gonna, I don't remember what the first part of the quote is, but when he said that he will respect Saini no matter what, but that doesn't mean I'm not gonna fight for you. And the reason that kind of just broke Saini in that moment, and kind of breaks me as well, like from an outside perspective, and from a player's perspective, is the fact that it's crazy when you have that thought in your head, like, yeah, like she needs her partner to want to fight for, or she needs to know that he is willing to fight for her. And I had that literal thought, and then he actually, like, without being prompted and without spelling it out in any way, he picked up on the nuances and he said, like, that. And it's crazy when it happens, and it's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. It kind of like, it's one of those movie moments in some way. Like, I'm a person who, in LARP, for example, I oftentimes get the, like, strongest emotional kicks, like I'm able to cry and stuff, when moments hit that certain cinematic, I don't know, cinematic feel. Something like, yeah, something that I kind of, something that's pretty easy to kind of get emotionally connected to. And in GTA RP, I've had multiple moments when I've been, like, super kicked in the gut by my emotions, because there is some sort of cinematic element to it. And I mean, it also helps that, like, this scene, for example, we played it, I think it was like 2:30 a.m. my time. So the fact that you're tired will exacerbate like your emotions, and it becomes just easier to tap into that, for me at least. But it's very cool to be able to do all that in, like, an environment that feels safe, because there's no misunderstanding about, like, what this is. Like, this is all RP, and it is it's not OOC. Like, there's no, like I said before, like, in whenever it was, when I was I was trying to log back into the server after crashing. I don't remember when it was, but there's no kind of expectation from my side as a player, except for, like, common courtesy. But there's no expectations from my side that, my co-player should now have to, like, stop hanging out with your friends in RP and just play with me. Like, that's not anything I want, because that would be awful. I would hate that. But like, things like that, it's I feel like it's just great to RP in an environment where that, or RP with people who you can trust in that way. That it's all in character. And that's super fun. So yeah, a little bit of rambling at the end here about RP, and yeah, it was a good conversation, and oh my god, I am so excited to see whatever happens with this investigation and where things go, because yeah, It can be a whole bunch of nothing, but it will bring a lot of spice to Saini's day to day, for sure. But we'll see. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna end stream here. Because it is unlikely that it's gonna, like, anything, like, I don't know if I'm gonna be on RP today, maybe later, I don't know, but I need to just go out and stretch my legs a little bit and do some chores, and I have some tasks that I need to finish before the end of the week, and yeah, there's still at least like 3 hours left of this day, so I should prioritize that, and yeah, we'll see. And hey, I posted a couple of new videos up on YouTube. There's some fun clips there as well, but if you're interested in kind of the beginnings of the Saini and Ethan storyline, for people who haven't been here since the beginning, I'm kind of catching up to it on YouTube as well. So there's like the like the inciting incidents they have been posted. So if you want to see what kind of kicked it all off, go check out our YouTube channel, which is Awkward Clips. And if you want to get notified anytime we go online, anytime we stream, or anytime we post new videos, Discord is the place for that. And yeah, I appreciate you guys hanging out with me today. I will go stretch my legs and hopefully see you tomorrow. I hope. Yeah, tomorrow should be okay. Tuesday, not so much. But tomorrow for sure. I hope. Newest updates about like if I'm gonna stream or not, also on Discord. So links to all of that in chat. So please go check that out. And yeah, have a wonderful rest of your day. Actually, we should check. We should check if we have anyone to go say hello to. None of our friends are streaming currently. Sad time. Okay, well. Interesting to hear my thoughts. Was a little bit of rambling, but maybe one of these days we'll have we'll actually get to do a more structured RP podcast, but we'll see. We'll see. All right. See you tomorrow, I hope. Goodbye.